Hello everyone. So in this game here, I decided to delete one villager and try to win from being at a deficit. So deleting one villager at the beginning of the game is massive because that villager can provide you about 60 resources or so for the remainder of the game, right? So you got to think about it this way. Like by the time you advance, let's say 5 minutes into your advance, it's like 320 resources that are lost. And then that's going to keep on compounding as the game goes on. So playing with -1 villager really is going to really task you on your decision making skills because you're not going to be able to win from having more units usually. You're going to have to win by being able to make better decisions. So it's a good little handicap to get some good practice in. I think it's good to put yourself in these unfamiliar situations from time to time, things that you're not really used to. That way, you're going to become better as a player, right? So, I tried my best to play as many different civs as I can. I try my best to try as many different strategies as I can. I very rarely do the same thing twice in most of my games, unless it's like a tournament game or I'm preparing for a tournament. Then I'll usually just play standard, but when I'm just playing for fun, I just do random strategies, and this is going to be one of them. So he said that he'll allow me to do this if he gets to pick a civ. So he picked Kronos, and I thought that was an interesting pick because there was I thought he could pick Egyptian or something, but he decided to go with Kronos. And I saw the time shift coming in. If I was a little bit faster, I could have made this work, but I destroyed the temple, but at the cost of another villager. So you're going to see very shortly his Prometheans are going to come out right here. And I'm down now 2 villagers. And if that wasn't bad enough, not only am I down 2 villagers, I can't even get a TC up. So he's going to get his town center up way before me. And as a result of him getting this TC up, I'm going to be even further behind economically. So these things are going to compound. If you have a disadvantage like this very early on, this is going to start stacking up over and over and more. So he did a little bit of a safer opener and he went for a village center. This is actually, in my opinion, a decent play because now he gets protection on this gold mine. And on top of that, he's still going to get more villagers than me because I still can't even take a TC because being down 1 villager at the beginning of the game means you're going to be at a deficit in terms of resources and you're going to have a very delayed second TC. So I think this was a good choice by him. He's also probably thinking in his head, okay, if he's playing against me with a villager deficit, he might try to do an all-in and try to kill me to not make sure the game doesn't go far enough, right? So this is going to be good defense. He's a villager center in his base, and he's going to also continuously get more villagers. You can see in the population chart, he's up 9 villagers on me, right? So what I'm doing here is I'm just doing a little bit of harassment, trying to like make him stop gathering as much as I can. And at the same time, just kind of take away his attention from the map. So that means reduction in scouting and he has no idea what I'm doing, right? So just try to poke as much as I can, try to be as annoying as I can. And then also when you're doing this and when you're trying to be annoying, you're also getting information on him. Is he making units? What is he doing? So here I saw that he started making Murmillo at this point. So I realized, okay, I need to get out of here, right? Because it's going to get to a position where he's going to be able to kill my heroes. So while this aggression was going on, I took the forward TC. Since he's in his base, he can't really contest this. And this forward town center gave me 2 elephants and it gave me this giraffe pack right here. So this is excellent as well. What I should have done was put a little wall up right here. But in any case, it's not a big deal. You can see just the fact that I have this town center here made it hard for him to come right through the middle. If I didn't have the town center, he would have walked through the middle and stopped me from gathering these elephants right here. Now, alternatively, he can come around like this, right? But I'm going to still be able to take a lot of shots on him with the centaur as he's coming in. So it might not be the best use. When your opponent is playing I think Murmillo in general are going to be very good versus Greek early on. You can't really make Hippias, you can't really make Toxite. You can make hoplites, but I don't have Athena, so I don't have the Sarissa tech. So the hoplites are not even that good. So what I decided to do was opt in for a faster heroic, and I want to make some more Hippaspis. Now, I didn't want any of these units to die. I was pretending like I was trying to kill him, so he stays here and he doesn't find there's anything fishy. I want to curse him as soon as I get up, so I'm just trying to keep my army close to him. I should try to keep as many of these units as much as I can to be alive. And there, I got a really, really nice curse. I got 7 pigs. I could have probably got 9, I think, if I didn't kill as many units as I did. But this is a massive benefit to me, because now I'm not going to have to farm early on. And now my goal is to just block him off this gold mine. You guys can take a look at the map, right? You can see on the map that there's not really any other gold mine except for this one right here and this one right here. That means all I need to do is control this side of the map right here, and I can block him from taking gold. So that's what I do. I just make as many Hippaspis as I can, and I just camp at his second gold mine. His gold mine is about to run out. He has 300 left. At the same time, he is going up Rhea. Now, he made a mistake. He told me on Discord that he was trying to go Hyperion, and Hyperion would have been much better in this scenario, but he accidentally clicked into Rhea, so it's kind of to my benefit to a degree, because the 2 Sate here would have helped him immensely in the upcoming fight. But the 2 Behemoths did do a little bit in terms of tanking a lot of damage, but I think the Satyr would have been a lot better. He wouldn't have been able to use Chaos because I would have just seized it there. Oh, a neat little trick. If you attack the Behemoth from the back, it actually does more damage, I think. So if you're ever fighting a Behemoth, attack it from the back. Don't attack it from the front. He has more armor on the front and less armor on the back. Now this is a really good push. I was able to actually, even though I was able to like kill a lot of villagers and kill a lot of army, you can see I just finally equalized the villager deficit. So now we're playing at somewhat of an even playing field. And I think I could have actually just kept him from taking this gold mine. But I wasn't sure how much he had banked up, and I didn't want to take the risk, so I kind of pulled back a little bit. But I think in hindsight, I could have continuously pushed this gold mine, and the game would have been over. But I took a little bit more of a secure position. If you have a lot of Nemean lines, by the way, it's really nice to zone with them, because they're going to be able to stun enemy units, and then you can kill a lot of units for free, right? So you got a very good raid off here, and he's doing an excellent job raiding. I should have probably done a better wall off right here. And here I had to cease fire because I didn't want to lose any more villagers. So you can see even after I took such a good engagement, I'm still behind, right? 10 villagers. But the good thing about Greek versus Atlantean, I think Greek has the better army overall. Especially with hoplites mixed in, and then you have some peltas. And if you have Athena on top of that, it's even better. Now I just advanced to the Mythic Age with the Artemis, and I just casted it right here. And this was an amazing cast. Look how much damage it did. Absolutely insane. Be very careful. If you're ever playing versus a Poseidon player or a Hades player, you want to spread your buildings as much as you can. Him being very tight early on to be defensive actually hurt him in this scenario right now. Now, he's raiding me on 2 sides. I decided instead of running around behind his chasing his units, I'm just going to go in for the kill. And I got the champion infantry upgrade, and I just went and sat on top of his farms. If I sit on top of his farms, he has no food income. And instead of him raiding, he's going to have to respond to this now. He can't just keep on raiding me. He's going to have to come and defend his base. If your opponent, one thing you guys can actually take away is if your opponent is raiding you all over the map and he has faster units than you, just consolidate your army and go for one really strong push. That way, he won't be able to, he has to decide between raiding you and defending his base, right? I put the Polyphemus on the TC to chop it down, and then I just spammed hoplites into his base. So essentially, what does that game show you? That game shows you that even if you had a massive economic disadvantage because you suicided a vill, like look at this chart right here. I'm down what? In the mid game, I'm down about 15 villagers, right? Which is huge. And I'm down all game long. And if you look at the all resources collected, he has what? At 10 minutes into the game, he has about 3,000 or 4,000 more resources than me. 3,000 resources is just gigantic. That's an entire full pop, probably an entire full pop army, right? Or close to it at least. So even when you're down and you're at such an economic disadvantage. If you're able to make good decisions, and if your opponent messes up a little bit, I guess as well, then you're able to come back and win these games. So my decision making here was I harassed him to kind of keep him bottled up in his base, try to give him a little bit of idle time on his villagers, and then I was able to take the forward TC as a result of it. Since I took the forward TC, I was able to get these two elephants. I was able to take these giraffes, and I was kind of able to equalize the villager disadvantage right there and then. Um, and then on top of that, I realized, okay, I'm not going to be able to win in a very long, drawn out game. He's going to have way too much ego over me, way too much army. So I have to go for one solid push, and that's what I did. I got my army together, and I went for a push right on his gold mine. But now you might be asking, well, if he has more eco than you, you won't be able to stop him at that gold mine. Technically, it's bad decision making. But the other thing that goes into is I scouted him very well as well. So I knew exactly what units he was making, and then I knew what he was going to transition into. He transitioned into um, Contarius. So the fact that he transitioned into Contarius, I started adding hoplites, and I threw in 3 Nemean lions, right? That was a big thing as well. Having 3 Nemean lions in this fight absolutely, I think, sealed the deal for me because he didn't have enough gold to heroize his units. So all of these things started to play a big factor. So even if you're down economically, if you're able to make good decisions, you're going to be able to come back and win the game a lot of the time. So hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'm going to do a lot more videos like this where I'm just going to play games and I'm just going to go like, pure RC or pure infantry or just do random builds just for fun, and I'm just going to just spam one unit. And I think we can have a lot of fun with that, watching that and just playing that and learning from that as well. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you. Bye.